If you've been following along and have never joined a design boot camp, I'm going to encourage you to sign up. It's 5 hours of workshops and we have live versions going on often so you can come and ask questions. Go to www.designsweetcourses.com/designbootcamp. If you have been struggling to get sales from your design work or understanding what you really need to do to make money, I have the workshop for you. On September 23rd, I'm hosting my first ever Profitable Designer Workshop. This 1-day, 3-hour workshop is only $97, but I have a discount for all my podcast listeners. Go to carinagardnercourses.com/profit and put in the code podcast for $50 off. I can't wait to see you more profitable. Welcome to the Make and Design Podcast. I'm your host, Carina Gardner. On this podcast, we're unraveling the everyday joys and dilemmas of design, making, and business. For makers who want to be designers and for designers who are makers, this is your inside scoop to help you grow your business and bring more creativity to your life. Before we get started on today's episode, I thought I would tell you about Design Bootcamp. I get DMs about this all the time. Like, when is it? Is there going to be another one? We have another one coming up very, very soon. So you're going to want to check this out. If you're watching this at the time of it being released, go check it out really quick. It's at carinagardnercourses.com. Click on Design Bootcamp. It basically is a week-long workshop live with me, and we talk about all the strategies you need to make it as a digital designer, someone who's doing surface design but selling their products digitally so that you can make residual income. Basically, all the strategies I've used over the years to sell my designs and make money doing it. It's pretty amazing. And it's amazing that no one's really talking about it. So come join me for that. It's only $17. We also get started in Illustrator. So if you've never used Illustrator before, this will kind of like get you going in the software, which is huge, right? We need to know the software in order to become designers. So go check that out at carinagardnercourses.com. Okay, so for today's episode, we're going to talk about the one little word you need in your daily life that will change everything. Some of you are already doing this. Some of you already like to do this. Like, you can't help yourself, you just do it. But when I wake up in the morning, this is very specifically for people who are like struggling with motivation or struggling to get to the next thing that they want to do, or they maybe have a big dream and they're unable to move forward, okay? But I think this is actually great for just daily life. Like, if you think in the back of your head, this one little word, I think it will propel you, okay? So what is this one word, now that I've led up to it? Action. How can I take action today? Okay. Now, this might feel very, very simple to you, but I don't know how many times I'll be doing something and I won't think to myself, Carina, just take action on this, because I will be mulling over it. I can't figure it out. I don't have clarity on it. And then I do nothing, right? How many of you have felt overwhelmed about something? I know this happens to me. You could feel so overwhelmed about something and then you just don't do anything at all, okay? That's just like a human response. So let's talk about what are ways we can take action so that we can propel ourselves forward. I was thinking really about 2 different ways that I like action. I like step-by-step action. So actions where I know the order of events, because then I can just deliberately do those actions in order. The second one is strategic action. That means I'm not just doing things to do things, but like the actual things I'm doing propels me to what will bring me the results I'm looking for. So I think this is the first thing we need to start out with. What are the results you're looking for? So if you have a dream to become a designer, that's the end result. You're making money as a designer, you're creative as a designer, you've got self-fulfillment as a designer, that's the end goal. What are the steps in between that will get you there? Okay. So like if I were to reverse engineer how I was going to get there, how would I do it? The second thing I would think about is how can I be strategic about it? I don't feel like, and maybe this is just me, my husband and I are really different when it comes to road trips. My husband loves the journey. He loves to see everything along the way. I like a straight line. I'm happy to see all the stuff along the way, but I like to get to where I'm trying to go, okay? So this is going to be a matter of kind of personal preference. One is not better than the other. Like you might be like my husband and you enjoy the journey. You're just enjoying it. You want to get there, but you're happy to take a side road and see what happens, okay? If you're a little more like me and you like the direct route, then you are choosing the prettiest, best route you can be on, right? But you're going to get from point A to B, okay? So that's why I like strategic action. I think it gets you from point A to B very quickly. Okay, so let's talk about the example that I just said. So mostly because I see it all the time, because I teach designers, I teach makers and creatives, people who are just getting started to become designers. That's one of the main things I do now, other than design full time. I love designing. I will always design full time. So because I see this all the time, they are looking for strategic and step-by-step instructions to get where you need to go. Well, one of the first steps in becoming a designer would be to learn Illustrator. Okay, that's a pretty daunting step. It is scary. So what do you need to do? Well, you can take a class online. You can go take free tutorials. I send out a free tutorial every single week that's 3 minutes long, so it's not scary or intimidating. So you could do something like that. You could get in there and play around with it one day with zero expectations of design, which I actually think is very important. I think the play is important. You might make the decision to instead get an iPad Pro and use an Apple Pen and decide to go that route before you hit the computer because it feels a little easier, right? Maybe you start drawing. I have one of my design members doing this where they spend a lot of time just drawing on paper. And eventually they'll get to the next piece, which is putting and digitizing it all on the computer. So your first step is going to look different than someone else's first step. Okay? So no judgment. You have to just decide what your first step's going to be. From there, you can make decisions based on your skill level or your education level or your need level. Okay? Because I know lots of people who are great designers, who have been designers, but they don't know all the things they need to market themselves or put themselves out in the marketplace, or they don't have community, that still come into my program, okay? So, and this is like nothing really to do with the program, I'm just using this as an example because I know it and I see it so often, okay? So action taking. So you've got the step-by-step, and I think you kind of get where you need to go with that, right? And then your second is strategic. So maybe you're strategic because you decide, you know what, I see out there that there are all these people who are digital designers and they're scrapbooking designers. And I like that, but I think I'm going to, personally for me, I really enjoy this twist on it, okay? Like I only ever do this particular look and I do it as a printable and I sell it in these certain shops, okay? So that's what I'm talking about strategic. Like you're kind of figuring out what you're going to do to make it to the next step, okay? All right, let's do this with a non-design example, because I know a lot of you actually come along and you're just creatives, right? You're makers, you're people who are creating things, even if it's not physical products, right? Or even digital products. It's more like music, or maybe you're into organization, or maybe you just like need something like this in your own life. Like maybe every day you are trying to get action to happen because your kids are home for summertime. I think by the time this airs, school will almost be in session, so maybe you won't have that issue. But that's one when my kids were little, and I didn't work as much in the summertime because I was busy rounding up small children, right, and trying to get them going. I would in the morning come up with a plan, a step-by-step plan, so we could take action that day so that my kids would enjoy life, right? So I would be like, okay, Guys, the action we're going to take today is we are going to go to the library. That's actually on my to-do list today as I'm thinking about it. Today, kids, we're going to go to the park. Today, we're going to take the dog on a walk. Today, we're going to get our chores done. So you're also getting your kids to have action, okay? This seems really simple to you, and maybe you're already doing it. In fact, I'm sure you are doing some of it. But why not get super intentional about it? I have a girlfriend who this summer has been doing a alphabet day with her kids, which I think is really fun. Stephanie, I'm talking about you. And she does the letter A, and they have an A day, and they do something to do with the letter A. I think that's fun. That's an intentional plan. So she's taking action. So if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't move forward in whatever it is, you guys, there are so many things in our lives, personal, work-related, things we want to do, where we kind of get stuck, where we don't feel like we can move forward. I would encourage you to think about this and maybe think about what your next step needs to be, because that's a plan of action, or start thinking strategically about what you can do to move forward. And once you start implementing them, the cool thing is there's momentum behind it. That is the craziest thing about action, in my opinion, is that once you take that first step, usually there's enough momentum behind it that what happens, especially if it's a significant big step, that what happens next is really, really exciting, thrilling, or it just makes your life go. Like it just really like propels whatever's happening in your life. The example that comes to mind again is my Design Suite members. I've been watching so many members for so many months now, and their first step was to come into Design Suite program. And they came in, and it's like that one step propelled them forward in a way that even I didn't expect. I knew that they were going to have all this progress, but like just watching and hearing what is happening in their design careers as they figure things out, as they build, it's totally momentous. It's like so awesome. The same can happen to you in no matter what field you are. Taking that first step and choosing to do big steps, that will build and bring the biggest change. Another example is my decision, I guess it's been 3 or 4 months now, to do a podcast. You know, when you own a business, you have a certain level of work, and always in my life, design has been the most important. I like designing. I actually am, believe it or not, a bit of an introvert. I like designing by myself. It's like kind of like my running. I actually prefer to run by myself. I'm kind of a loner when it comes to that. And when it comes to design, I like designing by myself. I'm okay with being alone all day designing. That's actually kind of my happy spot. Okay, where was I going with this? So the basic bottom line is when I chose to do the podcast, I knew that suddenly this was being one more layer of work. A layer I was very excited about. It's been so awesome and incredible. It's built me the kind of community that I've been actually really interested in, you know, touching base with people again and giving content that currently isn't out there. So I knew it was going to be an important part of the business, but I just didn't know like how much work it was going to be. And it has been a little bit of work, but it's been worth it. So that was a momentous decision, right? I took action, but there are consequences. Now I need to dedicate this certain amount of time to creating podcast content, which is awesome. But it is an action that has consequences and one that propels me forward to do what I'm going to do. All right. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Make sure you go check out that design bootcamp. It's just around the corner. And if you missed this one, there's always another one coming up. So make sure and go check out carinagardnercourses.com to see what bootcamp is coming up next. And I will see you soon. Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.